Welcome back to SBR Daily MLB Odds Report. Today there are certainly some great matchups awaiting for us, and our resident handicappers have provided us with their top value picks, starting with the match between the Atlanta Braves and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Braves jumped out on an early lead and cruised to a win last night. They next send out Aaron Harang, who will be opposed by Pittsburgh's Francisco Liriano, a very capable left-hander who comes in with a 3.78 ERA despite a 3-9 win-loss record. Now, Willie believes we need to hone in on Atlanta with our sports picks, especially since we're getting such a nice price on them. Now, the other game that we're looking at is the Baltimore Orioles against the Chicago White Sox, and we've seen both Jose Quintana and Chris Tillman have success this season, but they've also each been maddening at times. There will be a lot of power at the plate tonight, including home run threats like Jose Abreu, Adam Jones, Nelson Cruz, and Chris Davies, so we understand why Jeff believes that the over represents the best value here. Now, the other game that we're covering is the LA Angels against the Boston Red Sox, and here's another recommended over pick. This time coming at Fenway, where Allen Webster and Jared Weaver will try to outduel each other. These two offenses have a good chance of having success this evening, which is why Willie believes that the over should be able to hit in spite of a high number posted. The other game that we're looking at is the Cincinnati Reds against the St. Louis Cardinals. These two rivals know each other well, and there's certainly no love lost between them. Both teams also really need the win, but John Lackey and the Cardinals that are favored at Busch Stadium over Alfredo Simon and the Cardinals. Ron likes the value that we're getting on Cincinnati, and he's taking them as dogs on the money line. Now, the other game that we're looking at is the San Diego Padres against the LA Dodgers, and it's weird to always see the Dodgers favored at such a small price at home against the Padres. But we should note that LA has lost 3 straight games, and it's not like Kevin Correa has been a world beater. Now, Ian Kennedy, meanwhile, has been very reliable for San Diego. So that's why Ron is leaning on the Padres in this case. Now, the other game that we're looking at is the Arizona Diamondbacks against the Washington Nationals. Steven Strasburg can completely shut down a lineup on his day. But we shouldn't forget that Chase Anderson has probably been Arizona's most reliable starter in 2014. Even so, Ross is all in on Washington victory tonight and is going to take them as far as they can go by betting them on the run line. The other game that we're looking at is the Detroit Tigers against the Tampa Bay Rays. Runs should be incredibly hard to come by in tonight's matchup between the Tigers and the Rays, which features Chris Archer and Max Scherzer as the starting pitchers. Both guys have been tremendous, so it makes it a tough pick to side with. But ultimately, Ron is thinking that Tampa Bay is the better play. And last but not least, we've got the New York Mets against the Oakland Athletics. Our last stop is in Oakland, where left-hander Scott Kazmir will try to lead the Athletics to a much-needed victory. New York is calling up on Dylan Gee, who has been hard to figure out sometimes, but the consistency hasn't been there, which is why Oakland is such a heavy favorite in the MLB betting odds. With that being said, Doug is playing it very safe and simple by taking the home team on a straight-up moneyline play. Well, that's all we got for you guys today, so make sure to check back with us tomorrow for another episode of SBR Daily MLB Odds Update, where we'll give you the insider picks from our resident handicappers. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.